Welcome to the Human Design Rave Festival 2025.
Hello, everybody. It's so great to be here again in our virtual space of the Human Design Rave Festival 2025. And yet, we're here with yet another great guest. We would love to present to you Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Julia.
Hello, hello.
Hi there.
Yeah,
So,
it was really interesting that we were in the space of substructure with another teacher, and she says, "You just have to meet Kimberly. She has a great story and a great approach." So, Kimberly, please feel invited to share a little bit your path, how you got from doing something completely different to the substructure, where you are pretty much taken any course and yeah, really dive
I
into.
um I, I actually met human design when I about a year after I learned that I was diagnosed with Lyme disease. And so coming from a very exciting and very well rewarding career, I was stopped in my tracks completely by things that I couldn't control. I was no longer in control of any of it. And I got introduced to human design in 2017 when I was still going through a lot of the Lyme treatment, and it blew me away. I mean, it was one of those things where I felt like I didn't really need to search anymore. I had sort of found a bit of a home, and um, I had some healing to do still before I could start the entire courses, but I guess about a year later, I started the courses and I never stopped. I fell in love with the teachers. I fell in love with the knowledge. I fell in love with trying to live it and play with the experiment a little bit. I was never a rigid, you know, religion believer, but I loved to experiment. So if I went off track for a day, I got to at least record how did that work out for you? I loved that part. So I ended up, I'm in my seventh year now of experimenting and playing, and I still, as a cross of defiance, love to go off the tracks a little bit and test it out and see what happens. But I'm aware of it all now. I think that's the magic, is that when I do those things, I know I'm doing them. I'm aware that it's not just the mind mindlessly following a path. It's me actually going, well, I wonder what it's like if I go off my PHS for today. I wonder what will happen if I, you know, try to be left strategic today in my brain and make this happen. So that is how I found it. I don't want to unfind it. I absolutely enjoy every moment of it right now.
never heard about unfinding human design, but can you unfind it? Like once you wake up, like you cannot fall asleep again, right?
I like when people say they can't unsee something. Well, I can't unfind human
Mm.
design. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and out of all the topics, and you're certified in really a lot of things, what would be the one that you'd like to bring to the festival?
So to the festival,
Yeah.
my passion is beneath the lines. I love to go beneath the lines into color and tone and variable. Variable is something that has always fascinated me. Taking the DDB courses with Andrea, I just melted over the knowledge and the different um, things that you could find out through them in your daily living. So I think I would love to discuss variable and what it is and can be for you. Doesn't necessarily mean you live it yet, but it's a wonderful thing to look forward to as you go through the process. So it does impact, I think, the way you live your life. And if you're aware of it, it makes it so a little easier to manage and to understand. You don't freak out over the small things anymore.
It's like when you discover the subjects, there's always a question why it's not the first thing they teach in the program. It is so important, this leftness and rightness and how different we are. I heard from someone saying, this is more important than type.
I would almost love to say that, but I can't get away with it. But I do love it. I do love it. So I would love to talk about that in detail. I think it would be fun.
So that's what we're gonna do, and then it will be also grounded by some exercises, right? So we're gonna really make it practical. So guys, those of you who don't know much about leftness and rightness and variables and substructure, and if all of it sounds Chinese to you, come, and it will be very, very practical. We're not gonna reveal details, by the way, because we already talked about details. But you'll see and actually witness, yeah, during even this presentation, that what it really is for you. Wow, that's exciting. I'm looking forward to being there myself.
It is, and I got to experience it best during variable teacher training, where my what do you want to call her? The other student in the course with me, we got to present together, and she was left brain, left mind. I was right brain, right mind. And it was a beautiful, beautiful combination to teach together, because I think the students who would have seen it would have gotten both points of view, both perspectives. It was a wonderful idea. So that's what we get to play with.
So guys, if you want to dive below the line in the invisible area of human design and get into the more advanced stuff, this is the thing to be, a class to take with Kimberly. And indeed, you're more than welcome to go a little bit deeper, even if you're just a beginner in human design and this is the first time you hear about it. There is something for you to kind of get amazed by. So you're more than welcome to join this.
Yeah, and see you in the Rave Festival, Kimberly. Thank you so much for taking time, sharing it with us, and welcome to the festival, guys. It's coming. It's coming soon. Ciao for now. Bye.
See you in the Rave New Year. Bye.
Human Design Rave Festival 2025. Get your ticket now.